Managing stress about coronavirus disease called as COVID-19. So these days, many people are getting panic just by seeing the news and seeing the reports of increase in cases day by day. See, once the people get infected, and when you as an individual, when you are not maintaining the physical distancing, when you are not isolating yourself with your family, then you cannot prevent the spread of the disease. So after the stage 2 of the COVID-19, the responsibility lies upon the individual but not the governments. Because community transmission, which is called as stage 3, can only be prevented by maintaining the physical distancing and self-quarantine. Or we can say self-isolation. Stay at your home. This is how you can prevent this COVID-19 pandemic. But just seeing the news quite often for every 2 hours because of raising the cases, everyone are worried about what happens if I get COVID-19. You will not get COVID-19 if you maintain hand hygiene, if you maintain respiratory hygiene, if you listen to the government, and also if you maintain the self-isolation and physical distancing. All these are called as the preventive measures. Just do this. Do not think about what the coronavirus is going to do to your body as well as to your family. You can worry about your country. That's right, because of the financial crisis, what's going to come, going to hit us after this COVID-19 pandemic is over. There are quite challenging times, but nothing is greater than the life, which is the most beautiful thing than anything, whatever you can imagine. So when it comes to public health emergencies, anything, even in the past, when you talk about plague, tuberculosis, Spanish flu, stress reactions are very common. And the international attention around the coronavirus that is named COVID-19 has led to concern among individuals, families, and various communities. But it is very important to be aware of signs that natural stress might be turning into anxiety or depression for yourself because you are just staying at home because of the lockdown. Right? This is very, very important. You cannot go into the state of anxiety, nor you should go into the state of depression. Maintaining your stress is really, really important during this period. So what are the signs that normal stress is becoming something more? How can you identify this? Take a note. If worrisome thoughts linger or start to interfere with your day-to-day functioning, symptoms of anxiety can impact you physically and emotionally. So taking care of yourself and your family should be the utmost priority at this time. The problem is there in the world, not just in your family. Everyone can understand about the financial crisis everyone are going through, fear of job, fear of health issues. So many things may be lingering your ears day by day. But worry is not a solution at all. It will never give you a solution. So during this time, how can you help someone you care for who is expressing fears about coronavirus? So one of the best things that you can do is be there for them. Be there with your family. Take care about the crisis, whatever is going on. Talk to them, explain them, and be with them. So by talking non-judgmentally about their feelings, you can help address unwarranted fears and also reduce the mental stigma, whatever they are going through. And when talking about the coronavirus with children, it is especially important to let them know that you are there to support and protect them, and that the door is always open for any questions they may have. So don't just scold the children whenever they ask any question about this coronavirus, because they may have so many fears because listening to whatever you are talking at home or from the television. So the public health emergencies can be traumatic events. That is what we are going through, everyone are going through. and can make you or someone you love feel vulnerable, afraid, or helpless. So talking about your feelings will reduce the mental stigma and help eliminate barriers to obtaining the appropriate medical and mental health services. So whenever the symptoms are out of your control, talk to your physician and take a psychiatric help also if it is required. But do not take to that situation. Just have a good sleep, do exercise regularly, have a mind boosting foods. This is the time you can have your memorable moments with your family. So do whatever you can that gives you pleasure and try to be happy as much as you can these days, because these days will never come in your future. Remember, because such kind of pandemic may come once in 100 years. So this is a very good time that you spend with your loved ones or with your family, anyone you want. So be mentally healthy as well as physically fit, and everyone are trying their best to fight this pandemic.